Black Lives Matter is an important movement that's happening throughout the country to raise awareness about the number of unarmed black individuals who are shot and killed due to police brutality. Now, as a result, Lamar Advertising Company wanted to make a point about police lives and how they also matter. So they posted about 300 different billboards that say the following. They say that Blue Lives Matter. And of course, it's a reference to police officials. Now, on its face, this seems completely harmless, but it's an effort to kind of take away from the Black Lives Matter movement and kind of shift the focus onto police that are being targeted or criticized as a result of the police brutality. Now, of course, a number of people are not too happy about it. However, Tracy Hallowell wanted to defend this. Here's what Tracy had to say, or Trace, I should say. The heart of the message is that no human should be hated or targeted by violence simply because of the color of clothing that they wear. I would hope this message is simply seen as being in harmony with that philosophy. However, Michael Greets Jr. disagrees with this and tweeted the following: saw a billboard last night that read Blue Lives Matter. Could anything be more misunderstood and appropriated than Black Lives Matter? It's an interesting point, and it's difficult to criticize those billboards because anyone who does so might be misinterpreted as someone who's not in favor of protecting police lives, but that's not really the case. The case is that right now we have a huge problem in the country with police brutality that not only impacts black individuals, but also people from all different backgrounds. We need to do something about the excessive force that's being practiced by cops, and to critique them or criticize them doesn't mean that you don't value their lives. It means that you want them to have a better job, to do a better job, and to actually serve and protect. At least that's my take on this. Hank, what do you think? Make your point.
I think you're absolutely right. And, you know, I value black lives, I value the police. And I think, and I just made that very clear distinction because I do believe that this campaign is dismissive from the original movement. The hashtag was Black Lives Matter, and so this is almost like a counter hashtag to be like, and I think if they were to call it something different or just to be like, hey, go police, you know, I know it wouldn't be as catchy or as counter progressive, but if they're making it seem like if you support one, you can't support the other. And they're also not acknowledging the victimization and their of the original group, why we even have this conversation in the first place.
Yeah, it's needlessly pitting two groups against one another, and that's not what the point is. The point is to make an argument against police brutality and to say that, hey, yes, all lives do matter, but black people are disproportionately impacted by police force. And so I think that being dismissive just kind of does away with a movement that could actually lead to something good. Charlie, what do you think? Make your point.
This is an ad agency. They know exactly what they're doing. You know, Black Lives Matter is, yes, all lives matter. Nobody even questions that. All lives matter. Duh. That doesn't mean it needs to be a hashtag. Blue Lives Matter is specifically ripping off Black Lives Matter. The whole point of having Black Lives Matter, or I don't know, Black History Month, is because something has not been served in the way it needs to be served, and that's why it's there. So do some other campaign. You're creative enough to not just rip off somebody else's.
Yeah, good point. What message would you advertise on a billboard, Charlie?
How stupid of an idea, Blue Lives Matter. I would not that. Yes, police lives matter a lot. I would just find some other way to say that.
All right, Hank, what about you?
Oh, did you want a personal thing? Just
anything
any
you want.
billboard?
You can advertise whatever you want on a billboard. What would you advertise?
I will work for work is what I will say, because I think as a perpetual freelancer working in entertainment, I know a lot of talented people who are not working, and I'm fortunate to be one who does. But I hustle for every single job that I get, and so I'm just putting it out there that I will work for work.
It's working right now.
All right, I like that. I like that. I've been on a mission against for-profit colleges for years now because they've been extremely deceptive in their recruiting processes, and they've been convincing students to take out all of these student loans in order to go to their institutions and get degrees that aren't actually accredited, that don't actually mean anything. And then these kids deal with this debt for the rest of their lives. And so I would use these billboards to let them know that for-profit colleges like Phoenix Online are terrible and they shouldn't go there. Just this week, actually, the government banned veterans from using money that they received from the GI Bill for Phoenix Online, because Phoenix Online is a very questionable institution.
It's a scam.
Please look into it. And I know it sounds cheesy that I would use the billboards to advertise that more than anything else, but I think it's an important matter. All right. Tell us what you think. What would you advertise on the billboards? And also, what do you think of this story? Maybe you disagree on our take of Blue Lives Matter. Comment in the section below. Tell us what you think, and we'll see you soon.